Hello, my name is Lennon Chavez. Have you ever stopped and think about how your life is going? In a busy world today, sometimes it's just refreshing to think about and see where your life is taking you. The world can be very chaotic at times, and finding and seeing how fulfilling your life is can be very helpful for your mental health. So, today, I'm going to talk about how I feel about my life. Specifically, in this speech, I'll talk about my past moving from another state, my present here in high school, and my plans for my future. The life I've lived so far, it's really because of my past. And to be frank, it's because I'm not from South Carolina. I grew up in a smallish town in Virginia called Chesterfield. I lived there for about 10 years, and I made some childhood friends that I would never forget. We would ride bikes, swim in pools, just explore the woods around us, and we once saw a big snake nest, and that was one of my most fondest memories of them. We were just being 8-year-olds without a care in the world. But at around 11 years old, I moved to here, South Carolina. And to be honest, the first years were pretty bad. I went from having childhood friends a minute away to having no friends and having my neighbor's mom yell at me. I got very resentful of South Carolina, and I felt that Virginia was my home. It didn't get that much better because 3 years later, COVID hit. COVID made me become much more a solitary person, and I really only talked to people in my family. It wasn't that great a time, and I became a much more introverted type of person than I am now. And it didn't take me until recently to finally feel that I had become like who I was back in Virginia, and that's really because of high school. In high school, because of COVID, I wanted to make a bunch of friends, and I became much more extroverted and like a lot more outgoing because of that. I made a bunch of friends, and I went to like their birthday parties, graduation parties. I visited them. We went on calls, and overall, it became a much more uplifting year after COVID. And because of this, I feel like I became a much more intro or extroverted, outgoing, and just more optimistic type of person than I was, instead of like a more pessimistic and introvert person. And that's also due to part because I found a lovely woman. This woman, she made me see the glass half full instead of half empty. And I feel like my life has been much more better since then. I feel like I've also become more scholarly since then. I enrolled into this dual enrollment program because well, I want to better my future. And because of that, I feel like my future is to go to college. I want to go to USC or Clemson for an engineering degree. And to be frank, I don't really know which degree I want to get. But I definitely want something in the scientific field. Maybe a biomedical engineer or a biochemical engineer, or maybe even just a chemical engineer. And that's really because I like both things. I like being an engineer because I like solving complex problems, and I think it'll be a very good benefit to the world, and I feel like it'll be really fun. I also really like science. I've been into AP chemistry and AP biology so far in my high school career, and I really like both. Even after maybe, even if both of them were like really hard and really complex, I feel like I would want to be in that sort of field. And well, because of that, I have high hopes for the future. I really can't wait for it, and I really just want to delve into it. Overall, I feel like the main things affected me. Thinking about my past, living in my present, and hoping for my future have affected me in ways that's built my character. Even though I'm uncertain about my future, I'm excited to tackle any obstacle that throws at me. I feel excited for what's ahead of me and what's behind of me. I can't wait for my and I just can't wait for what my future holds. Thank you.